Okay, so like I sent a bug report with territory word mace windu omicron, and I got a response, and the response makes no sense. So we're gonna look at this together here. We're gonna look at this together here on Mace Windu's kit, and I I don't get it. So we'll look at the uniques because that's where it's gonna matter. So we're gonna look for anything that says Mace Windu can ignore taunt. Mace gains 30% max health at the end of each turn. If another ally with protection was damaged by an attack that turn, he gains 3 stacks of resilient defense. While Mace has resilient defense, he has 10% offense per stack, 100% counter chance. Whenever Mace gains taunt, he dispels it and gains 2 stacks of resilient defense. Alright. That doesn't say anything about being able to ignore taunt. Alright, sense weakness. Gain 30% offense at the start of Mace's turn. Dispel stealth on all enemies, and a random enemy, excluding raid boss galactic riders, is inflicted with speed down for 1 turn, and shatterpoint, which can't be evaded or resisted. Okay, keep that in mind. Shatterpoint is dispelled at the end of each ally's turn. When an ally damages an enemy with Shatterpoint, all allies recover 2% protection, and all Galactic Republic Jet allies gain Foresight for 1 turn. Where in any part of this kit does it say Mace can ignore Shatterpoint to target any unit if there is no taunt active? Nowhere. Shatterpoint is receiving damage, dispels Shatterpoint, reduces defense, max health, and offense by 10% for the rest of the encounter. Enemies can ignore taunt to target this unit. Enemies can ignore taunt to target this unit. This implies that if there's a taunt, you can ignore it to do Shatterpoint, but Shatterpoint is not forced. That's why Mace Windu can target whoever he wants. While in Territory Wars, at the start of each of the light side allies' turn, a random enemy, excluding Galactic Legends, is inflicted with speed down for 1 turn and Shatterpoint. Same exact wording as up here, minus the Dispel Stealth, which can't be evaded or resisted. When an ally and the what Shatterpoint already does is already like done. They didn't change the wording on it or anything like that. This is a different Shatterpoint. It's the same Shatterpoint. When an ally damages an enemy with Shatterpoint, all allies can gain 5% turn meter. So why did I get a message from Gunner from the dev team saying this is working as designed? Shatterpoint is a taunt effect debuff. Allies can ignore taunt to target Shatterpoint. If no taunt is present, they can only attack the enemy with Shatterpoint. But this rule doesn't apply to Mace Windu. Where? Where in the kit does it say it doesn't apply to Mace Windu? There is nowhere. It's just a hidden ability of Mace Windu. There's nothing in here that says that he should be able to ignore Shatterpoint. This is just bull. It's a bullshit comment. This is 100% a bug. They're trying to gaslight me. There's no way it's not a bug. There is nothing in here that states that either Mace Windu or the rest of the team okay. So there's nothing in here that says Mace Windu can ignore Shatterpoint. But there's nothing in here that implies that he shouldn't be able to ignore Shatterpoint. Because its enemies can ignore taunt to target this unit. It doesn't say that they have to target this unit if no taunt is available. There are other things in the game that don't work like that too. Anyway, and then this down here, nothing in here in the Territory Wars one says that the other allies have to follow that rule where they have to target Shatterpoint. There's nothing in here that says, but those allies must target Shatterpoint. So the fact that Mace Windu can, and it's the same exact wording for Shatterpoint, it's not like the Shatterpoint changes, like it's a different Shatterpoint, means that they should be able to do it too if Mace Windu can. It doesn't make any sense. There's nothing in here that says that he can, but the others can't. Anyway, that's my response. Apparently, it's not a bug, according to EA Gunner, which means it's never going to get changed. So it's done with now at this point. I just there we go. There's the update.